What's going on, CC? My cart running though. How y'all doing today? How y'all Monday doing? How y'all Memorial Day? I see you was down there at the crawfish kickback, CC. You know y'all had some fun eating them mud bugs. Yeah, I bet you it was a good time just to meeting people that you see down here forever. Well, you already met most of them though, ain't you? We finally got a break in the rain today, boy. We had some bad storms come through last night too. Hey, that's life. How's the garden going, y'all? How's the garden going? Today we're gonna be talking about, yeah, 93 degrees, feel like 110. Whew. I don't think we got that high. I think we got up to the low 80s today. We done had a few 90-degree days already. You know, this is the kickoff where we like to start our week off by talking about gardening. And this week we're gonna be talking about some leaf compost. Why leaf compost is so much better than rabbit, horse, and chicken manure. That's what we're gonna be discussing today. Yeah, I know I've been out here working for the last couple of days, off and on yesterday till we started getting that heavy rain come in. But man, I had to come back, cut back a whole bunch of comfort, boy, comfort everywhere. My garden is on its own today. I know that's right. Suzanne, proud single mom, how you doing today? Appreciate you coming. You in the ad? Oh, I appreciate it. Like done, I appreciate it. But I don't know, most people don't. I know I see a lot of people that don't use leaf mulch, leaf compost, however you want to use it. But man, that free leaf compost adds so much more phosphorus and potassium than it does nitrogen. So it's less likely to burn your plant. So yeah, that's why I like using it. And it the soil structure, man. Leaf compost improves soil structure by increasing organic matter, which enhances its aerobics and water retention. And just for the microbial activity, boy, to build your soil is nothing better than using leaf compost. I know I use it every fall. I got this little leaf mulcher. It's electric, but it does the job. Man, I shred up all kind of leaves. That's what I cover my beds with in the fall. That's what I use to mulch around my trees in the fall. And by just doing these little simple things like leaf compost, you adding so much potassium and nitrogen. I mean, potassium and phosphorus to your soil. It's adding some nitrogen, but not as much. So that's why it's so less likely to burn your plants like this manure, like rabbit manure, horse manure, cow manure, rabbit manure. It's less likely to burn your plants, and it's less likely to carry pathogens and weeds like most manure. As long as it's composted right, it's less likely. It's eco-friendly. I don't have enough trees for leaf mulch. You don't have enough trees? Do you see your neighbors put out trees on the side of the road in the wintertime, in the fall? I mean, you can get them like that, or you got an in-law that got some. I know Dark X, thanks for coming. I know my in-laws, they got a bunch of trees. Which I got trees here. I got enough here to really do mine, but I like using mine in the wintertime too to redo my pathways and stuff like that. Since I can shred them up real good, they real fine and missing, so they break down a lot faster. When I'm creating a new area, compost, I always gonna use my comfort because I got comfort everywhere. And then on top of that, it'll be just soaking down wet leaves. Soaking down wet leaves, and then on top of that, some shredded leaves. And then eventually I go on with my wood chip. It's kind of like layering, but what I'm doing is actually building my soil. All of that's gonna break down. It's gonna feed my soil. And I don't have to add so much of these synthetic fertilizers and worry about fertilizing this and this. And it's very CC Texas Garden want to trade weather. It's about to rain here. I'm glad we had some chances for rain today, but really we didn't get no rain today. But it's been raining a lot here, man. For the last 5 weeks, I think we don't have like maybe 2 or 3 days with no rain. Yeah, you trading for that heat, boy. This heat is different this year, bro. This heat is different this year. Like I even add leaf compost around my blueberries and my figs. That's free. That's free fertilizer. That's stuff I don't have to pay for. I don't have to go out here and buy manure and stuff like that because I got what they need. And for figs, they they shoot up a lot of growth. But what you need more of for your figs to get figs is that potassium and that phosphorus. That's what you need the most of. So that's what you want to. That leaf compost is gonna provide. It's like for leaf compost, the NKPA, the NPK ratio is usually 0.5, 0.2 to 0.5. And for chicken manure, it's high in nitrogen. So it's typically around 1.1 to zero point 0.8 to zero point 0.5. And for your horse manure, it's kind of blended. It's around 0.7, 0.3, and zero point 0.6. For your rabbit manure, it's high in nitrogen too. It's 2.4 to 1.4 to zero point 0.6. Cow manure nutrients, it's around 0.5, 0.2 to zero point 0.5. So if you want to get more of a balance and don't have to worry about that burnage you're gonna get from that manure and the weeds and the pathogen, hey, there's no better way to go than leaf compost. That's why I'm going with that more often than anything. For the manure, yeah, it's still good to have. I like to add it into my compost with my comfort leaves because that comfort leaves is really supercharged. Really supercharges your compost pile. You sound like a commercial about working for the tree company. I ain't working for no tree company. I'm working for us. I'm trying to get us away from buying all these synthetic fertilizers. And just like nature, most of the time, just like nature, that's what we need to be fertilizing most. It's in the fall. I mean, we always gonna use some stuff like your bone meal to promote root growth and flowering. I do use blood meal every once in a while when I got it on hand. If I catch it cheap, I'll use it. But most of the times I don't use it because there's so much other stuff that I can use that I have at hand. It's natural that I don't have to worry about it. It's just like comfrey. Comfrey has so much potassium, and as most people think it's high in nitrogen, it's more higher than in potassium and phosphorus than it is nitrogen. So it's less likely to burn your stuff when you use it. And the only way I use comfrey is chop and drop and liquid fertilizer. Just by doing simple things like this in the fall, we can pretty much just set ourselves up for success all season long. shredded leaves over your beds, or wherever your garden center you finna, your garden, wherever you're gonna start it at. Use it for mulch. It's gonna break down. Because the bigger the leaves, the longer it's gonna take to break down. So that's one thing we gotta look at. Well, how's everybody's day going? Anybody eating some barbecue? I know we ain't grilled nothing. But we didn't know it was gonna rain, and the wife has got to work today. She's at work right now, so we ain't grilled nothing. We usually grill every Memorial Day, but not this year. Liquid kelp seaweed based fertilizer. Liquid kelp. I never really used that before. Seaweed, never really used that before either. Besides what I get out of it when I go fishing, with some in the pot. That's like my fish heads. I use fish heads straight in the garden. Uh, Crooked Peach, how you doing today? Fish heads, scales, stuff like that. Dig a hole, go straight in the garden. That's going for that. Get that soil life going like bonkers. I did it over here where I planted my cabbage at, and now my cabbage is growing like crazy, like weeds. That's what I always say. They growing like weeds. They getting so big so fast. It was just organic matter that we use can save a lot on using all this synthetic fertilizers, slow release fertilizers. Because we already got what we need. He gives us what we need. We just don't utilize it most of the time. Most of the time, we go out and buy all this stuff, but we see other people using it, or we just see it promoting on TV all the time. You see these people with these big old tomatoes like this, big cabbage heads like this. You use this product, you can get this too. Man, that's not true, man. That's not true. Storming all day, more on the way. You stay safe. That's not true. Most of these stuff we even buy in the stores, they say it's organic, and it could have been grown organic and everything. But what did they put on it to preserve it, to keep it on that shelf for so long? It's not organic no more if they spraying stuff on it. But yeah, I don't know what. Mouth be sticking. But I put the link in the chat if anybody got anything they want to discuss about it. If we got a member that want to come up, anybody can come up. Just need to see your face in the back. I'm learning to copy nature in the garden. Yeah, me too. Me too. I say that plenty of times. I use when we first start gardening here, as far as you raising a vegetable garden, we always try to till up the soil. And I got complex clay soil here. Yeah, it's got nutrients in it. Always amazing, Andrew. Okay, see, case in 55. Thank y'all for coming. But yeah, I got compacted clay soil here, so even when I till it up, once it rains enough, it's still compact down. You can add organic matter in, but when you first starting off, it takes a while for that organic matter to start working in to keep that soil work good enough. And for the first 3 or 4 years, dude, I'm telling you, we hardly got anything, anything. So I started doing experiments, raised beds. Started doing experiments with raised beds, and I started doing what they call it, spaghetti layering, or however they want to say, lasagna method, whatever. Start using that, and that started working a lot more. And then when I start getting into wood chips, oh man, that just changed the game. So first time here, I appreciate you. If you would type TN or passion in the chat, it'll drop your link. But that changed the game. Even when I started noticing different around my fruit trees and stuff too, when I started adding fall leaves and wood chips and stuff. Because even with wood chips on around my trees, going on, Crooked Peach? But even with wood chips around my trees, I even add shredded
Hey,
cheese in the wintertime. How you doing today? Hope you're having a good one
I'm
today.
yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm watching all kinds of stuff try to wash off of the top soil, the top over top of soil around all my plants in the garden and whatnot. But I mean, I'm grateful for the water, the winds. I'd be happy if they would chill out just a little bit. My tomato plants are screaming, "Ah, help me!"
Yeah, I
Yeah,
had to keep knocking my trellises back in the ground, staking up trees and everything. We're gonna get bad with it.
it
Weather ain't
is
been bad here since
crazy.
I've been alive. I like
Um,
this.
yeah, well, I don't know if it's been this bad since I've been alive. I feel like it has, but I didn't have a garden and I wasn't out here in the country with all these trees going.
Yeah.
Like,
What's going
whoa.
on, bro? Thanks for coming.
Who's here?
Broke farm.
Oh, hey, Broke. How are you today?
So what
I
do you
am.
think
I'm
about using
about using what? Let me shut this door.
what do you think about using leaf compost over manure?
Oh my God, yes, all day, all day. I think that it does a lot to build up the humus in the soil that gets washed out, especially like you have that clay soil and I have extremely sandy soil on a slope. So it's kind of it's so beneficial and I feel like it's just kind of something I'm going to have to continue always. I'm not mad at that. I didn't used to know anything about gardening at all, and I'm learning more and more all the time. Like I watched y'all, like, and I watched y'all for a long time. You don't even know I was watching y'all. I was like, oh, they're
All of us do that.
smart.
I watched a lot of y'all before I even started doing this right here. I learned
And
a lot on these YouTube streets.
you're not wrong. Yes, I've been watching people for the longest time, and you get that the knowledge, but there's a lot of people doing a lot of different things out there, and I feel like maybe sometimes I took in too much information because you can't do all of it. You can't, I
Uh,
don't feel like it's a smart idea to try to, if you're going to use amendments that you have to buy, it could be a habit that you find yourself in real quick. And
Very
while
expensive. However.
oh my gosh, yeah, like I'm growing these things because I am trying to produce food. And if it costs more to produce food here, I might be doing something a little bit wrong because I know stinking well it's happened before. I hear all sorts of people talk about, the way that things used to be done in the garden. Like some stuff I'll never do. Have you ever heard this? To test whether their soil was acidic or sweet back in the day, people would taste it.
Yeah, yeah. I've heard of it before, but I ain't never tried it. I don't think I ever gonna get to
Right?
that
I'm
level.
like, I'm real happy for y'all and everything. And that's a cool trick to know. It's somewhere in the file cabinet in case it ever comes up. But I'm praying that does not happen.
Yeah.
and then, and then
Just
watching,
just by using leaves and stuff, we can stop a lot of that compost, all them synthetic fertilizers and leaves
yes.
or weeds or grass when we cut our grass. All of that
Hmm.
stuff can be used, but I mean,
Right, exactly.
our ancestors used to do it back in the day,
That's
but
what I mean.
we got away from
Yeah.
using this stuff. So
It's kind of insane. I think I was talking to Janet from Almost Homesteading today about that. And it wasn't that long ago that we were doing all of this and it was regular and it was normal. And
yeah,
we grew a lot of food at home. We did a lot of bartering amongst our neighbors and stuff. And
nothing
um,
wrong with
that
eating a little dirt.
that there's maybe I want that grit in my teeth, but
What
I
they
do
say?
like it on my food. I do. Yeah, that's healthy. Like those are things we need to be exposed to. And also, I feel good being in the garden. But yeah, I'm against buying fertilizer if at all possible. I mean, I've had to do it. Um, and you do see results, but like
Yeah,
the depth of flavor and things, it's different when you
you
use
can reach out to your
nature.
state, and usually you can get a soil test. Most of the time, it's free. Sometimes you have to pay a little bit.
That's
You,
true.
you send your little kit, and you take a sample of the soil you want tested and put it off in a little tube and mail it back. And they mail you back the results.
I haven't even done that yet, but I have done other things, and I feel like they're going to really be helpful in the long run too. So I have comfrey growing everywhere. I have canna lilies growing everywhere for chop and drop and compost tea and compost chop drop fertilizer and things like that, and herbs and all that. And I'm trying to interplant in the garden this year,
Mhm.
which I've not ever done before. So, y'all are teaching me so much. But again, with the fertilizers, I think that going out into the woods and looking at what is going on
In
without
nature.
us interfering is, yeah. I'm like, well, something is going really right here. So I'm trying to, yeah, like I said, I'm just trying to copy that. So leaves over the garden in the winter and seaweed. I have used that seaweed, that liquid seaweed fertilizer stuff before, and it does work well, especially like Neptunes and stuff. It does work well, but also what works really well is if you have access to a waterfront where any type of seaweed washes up on shore, check your local
Yeah.
ordinances. But here in Virginia, there's no limits, no laws. You can collect all that you want, and if you do that and rinse it off, and then just blanket your garden with that and like leaves over the winter, it'll break down
You
and
can even
help.
get it from in the creeks. They record
What?
with the
Yeah,
rock. I
you
need to
can.
try and save a tree in a container from root rot and an ant nest. We'll see. Ooh, good luck. I don't
Yeah,
really
what is
know.
up with the ants this year?
Yeah, the ants is going crazy this year, boy.
They are. Holy cow. They're in everything. They're all over everywhere. And they're just like, what are you supposed to do about that? Lord, please, somebody tell me because I'm not using poisons. I'm trying to do everything in a better way. Hi, Miss
You should eat
Awesome
dirt all the time
Angela.
in boot camp. Gotta make dirt don't hurt. Put it in your mouth and make it work. That's what they used to
Oh,
say.
you go ahead on, dude.
What's going on, David?
I'm gonna keep on watching you though, and all of y'all, everybody, everybody that's in this whole kind of loop. We all kind of run over each other all the time, watch each other, talk to each other, learn from each other all
Yeah,
the time. I'm gonna continue to watch y'all because y'all
me
teach me
too.
all the time and really inspire the crap out of me. Y'all inspire me to do things I've never done, to taste
Sweet
foods I've
thumb.
never tasted. It's awesome. Sweet thumb,
Leave the ants
hi,
alone. Broke said leave
hi.
the ants alone.
Hey, Brazilian ass. I mean, I'm not trying to obliterate the ants, but
What's
I would
going
like
on,
to
bro?
like pick more things without them crawling all over my hands right now. It's a
Them
little
ants,
aggravating.
they be farming them aphids. So when you see a lot of ants around,
Yes.
there's probably aphids everywhere. They trying to
Maybe
eat
I
them
should
aphids.
specify. I'm talking about them red ants. They bite. They
Oh
hurt.
yeah,
I don't like them. But
we don't
again, I'm
have
not
too
using poison.
bad.
You don't have any of those?
Not too many. We don't see too many of them around here.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Bad.
you're very fortunate. Them things are mean. They
Yeah,
got a
they
bad
are.
attitude. They truly do. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to get a window of sunlight in here, which is super important. Um, there is
Yeah.
a 7 foot long snake in my coop, and because it was raining and all that, I was not trying to get in there and wrestle around with a snake. But I'm gonna have to go do that now. It can't sleep in there again tonight. It was in there last night too,
A
but I got to
snake?
go remove it. Yes.
Yeah, we had a rat. We got a rat snake caught in the bird netting, and actually, my wife helped me get it out, and she terrified of snakes. But boy, she did a good job.
Oh, they
We got
are. They can be real scary. I mean, they'll even this, and I know it's a rat snake too. But it's first of all, she's huge, and second of all, she's really got a terrible. Still, they hiss because it's like mating time of
yeah.
year, so they'll try to mimic scary snakes, and it's scary. But just trying to keep my wits about me, so uh I'm gonna go and cover all my limbs and put some type of glove on and try to get out there and wrestle this sucker out of there. Um,
Get you a stick with a
Dang it!
V. Get you a stick with a V shape. So I mean, you can just put his head down.
You're not
And
wrong. I just have to get it from behind a
yeah.
nesting box.
I was
Like
behind the
this.
nesting part.
Yes, it's so annoying. And Farmer Chad, my man, he's like, I'll pew pew it, and I'm just like, no, wait. Let me just try to get it out of there first because they eat too many mice and voles and stuff. If I
They
can
do.
save it, I would rather keep it alive. And Lord, if Brooke is in here, I know he's going, kill it, kill it, kill it. I just
We
try
got
not
all
to.
ants, termites here too. Yeah. Like,
Yes, yes,
really.
it's so annoying. But so thanks for letting me come up and talk to
Oh,
you. It's the first
anytime.
time I've ever had a chance to actually talk to you directly. It's really good chatting with you, sir.
Yeah, it was good chatting with you too. Brooke
Oh
said,
my
"Kid, the
gosh.
aphids and not the ants."
Yes. Well, just not the red ants. Those suckers kill me. But
It'll be
y'all
all.
have a good
All
night.
good.
I'm gonna be in
Coming.
the background And I'm gonna try to listen as much as I can over the screams. That yes, I'll be screaming while I mess with the snake. I'm not like super brave, y'all. I just do what I got to do. So I'm gonna try to do that. Y'all, all right. Like I said,
You be good.
I'll be in the background. Yes, sir. I'll do my best. I'll talk to you again soon.
All
Bye.
right. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so it was Crooked Peach talking about leaf compost, why it's so much better than manure, because it don't burn your plants like manure will, and it's free. Most times you ain't gotta pay for it. You just go outside and get it and shred it up. And it breaks down all year long. It's a balanced nutrient profile. It gradually breaks down and adds nutrients and builds your soil profile. And that's what we want to try to do. It adds more phosphorus and potassium and a little nitrogen. Like I was saying earlier, the pH level for leaf compost is 0.5, 0.2, and 0.5. Which chicken manure is high in nitrogen, is 1.1, 0.8, 0.5. So it's less likely to burn your plants like chicken, horse, and cow manure. Which cow manure don't really have that high nitrogen either. It's kind of low. It's at 0.5, 0.2, and 0.5. I know a lot of people utilize they fall leaves. I know I utilize it. I know a lot of people use comfrey. Comfrey is another one that's less likely to burn your leaves when you're using it as a super juice or a chopping drop. Yes. It mines a lot of nitrogen up, but as far as nitrogen, it don't have as much as the manure. Miss J.K. Gardner, thanks for coming. Yeah, but I put the link back in the chat if anybody got anything they want to add on to that. But yeah, as far as that, we're going to keep rolling. I know we've been getting a lot of rain. I know y'all been getting a lot of rain. Most of the people I see have been getting a lot of rain. Stuff is seems like it's changing. It's different from what it used to be. So we got to do different stuff to combat that country hustle. Thanks for coming. Like for me, we've been getting rain and these tornadoes. I think they said this year alone, it's already been like 55 tornadoes in the United States alone. I think we have like 7 touchdowns, not last week, the week before last, just in Tennessee. So yeah, these stuff is changing. Price of everything is going up. Everybody's using all these synthetic fertilizer because we see how much or they pushing it on TV. We see other people video and they using it, so we think, well, if we use this too, we're gonna have these big, huge melons. We're gonna have these big, huge tomatoes. Our tomatoes gonna be the biggest of everything, in which it might help. It might help, but are you getting all the nutrition values, the same nutrition values out of that as you would if you just use organic stuff like compost? Let me go. Coming up, my brother and yours, J3. What's going on, bro?
Hello, hello, hello.
How you doing today?
Tired, sweating.
Me too.
Just came out from outside about 20-some minutes ago. Hungry. I was listening to you and Miss Peach, so I was eating it. I didn't want to come up while I was enjoying my food, so I'm finished. Now, I got a question for you.
What's going on? Also, storms here and
A lot of us say that we're organic, but we go get these little blood meal, bone meal, all these other little meals that we add into our garden and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we say we're natural.
It says it's organic, but is it truly organic?
Okay. The point I'm making is now we say all this and we say we want to be natural. But answer this question for me. Is all that stuff natural if the worms you're used to would be about this size, it's about this size, and a night crawler, and you'll get and go fishing. But now the worms are like 10 to 12 inches long. Do you think that's normal?
I see bigger worms now when you go to like when you buy worms out of the store than what I actually see at my own place. I see some big worms and I see a lot of worms here. But the worms the night crawlers I get if I go fishing, them things is huge, man. They nothing like the worms I see here.
Right. But
These
I'm just
garden
saying,
friend, they sure are.
I'm just trying to figure this out. Everybody want to be natural and everything, but the worms and stuff in your garden shows different. You know, a worm ain't 12 inches and all that stuff now, but now the worms are actually that big.
It all
So
depends
are
on how
they?
rich your soil is. David said
We
he's still that big. It all depends on how rich your soil is.
I've been places where they have some good rich soil. I've been in New York where there's real good rich soil. When you go fish and just put a little bit of soapy water on the ground, worms come right up. Worms decent size. But now, from here to here, decent size. But now, and I done seen a few people on here. They showed their worms, and the worms are extremely big.
You know, some people be showing worms that ain't really worms. Them ones that got them hammer like heads on them. Them things
Yeah,
be
I
big.
know that's not. I know that's not a worm.
I
But
seen people pick handfuls up and then it'd be a bunch of them hammerhead worms in there. Man, they destroying your soil. They eating all your worms.
mm-hmm. But
Miss Shirley, how you doing?
I was looking at a few people as they show their worms. If they digging up dirt and they pull out a worm about that big, that's fine. That's fine. But when you're pulling out something 10 to 12 inches, I think you put a little more in your soil. So yeah, you might, instead of boosting your vegetables and all that too, I think you boosting the worms and stuff around your plants too. That's just me.
Yeah.
I didn't do a research or anything.
Worms would use to break down everything, and them caskets they leave behind, and then to aerate the soil too, boy. So I mean, worms are valuable. You need worms. If you ain't got worms in your soil or in your containers, you really ain't gonna have I don't think you're gonna have a healthy tree or plant.
Well, that's true.
All of the synthetics you want to, I don't think that's gonna combat it. That was a big worm, J3. It says you sound like you jealous of big worms, J3.
See, this is not after. This is not after dark.
Your melon's so small.
So I guess this is a Georgia, Texas thing again, huh?
I've seen some large.
Hey, David, everything in Texas is not as big, and that came from somebody that lives in Texas.
I seen that melon you got from Texas.
Man, it was a heartbroken, a sorry piece of watermelon.
What was it, one of them sugar babies?
It might as well been.
And Crimson Sweets. Yellow or red meat?
Red. I cut that fellow open yesterday, and that's the worst watermelon I ever tasted.
The worst?
The worst.
Oh, no.
I never get another watermelon from Texas.
He said you heard about what CC said about my worms.
David, the way things turning out now, CC is always bragging something about you.
Hey, Texans.
That's it. They gonna stick together, even if they can't win. They gonna stick together.
He said your earthworm, David. Yeah, my little low quad that I got from you, he's been in the ground about a month now. It's been about a month. He's growing, looking pretty good.
All right.
I got him in the ground where I put down a bunch of shredded leaves last year. So I mean, he's taking off. He's looking great.
Yeah. I think I don't know what Broke. I think Broke said it was gone or something. But that's all right. Everybody else I gave loquats to, they said they've been doing pretty good.
No, my fish done took off too, boy. They all this rain, they love it.
Yeah.
They just growing like crazy.
I wish I would have came Sunday morning and brought the mulberry trees.
Yeah,
Man, them things in the bucket, they all just bloomed up everywhere. The only problem is it costs too much to ship them fellas.
sure
But
do. They sure do. You better be shipping something about that small, boy. 'Cause, man,
yeah, I know.
cost of shipping these days is outrageous, boy.
Yes, it is.
Outrageous.
I shipped some stuff to South Carolina, close to the North Carolina boundary up there. Woo! It was up there.
I've been selling some banana plants, but I meet people. I don't ship them. I ain't finna ship. But if I sell a 2 foot plant, I'm selling for like $20. But shipping is $60, $70.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's crazy. I can't do it. No
Well,
win.
I thought about going out. I couldn't do it around here, but I might go to Savannah to the flea market, take them out there, and try to do something. Because
I'm biased. Thanks for coming.
hey Queen, and I took in
No.
man, I planted one. I planted two of them in the fruit forest back there. Man, them things full of leaves and everything back there.
For real?
Yeah, they just wanted to be topped off. I'm thinking about the ones I got in the bucket. Go ahead and top them off and just let them grow.
I think I'm gonna get me a couple mulberry trees. I want that one not the Pakistan. I don't really want the red either.
You don't want the white ones?
What's the white one? The white one? The black one?
I forgot what the white one's called.
Shango, is that what it is? Shango.
I don't remember. All I know is the Everbearing and the Pakistan.
He said rabbit ate mine. Which one?
Oh, Rabbit ate his tree. The tree he got from me.
Oh, that low quad? Oh man.
Yeah. You weren't supposed to put it in dirt as soon as you got it back to the house, man.
I used most of the time. I didn't even use shredded leaves around my blueberry plants, but I did last year. My blueberries just exploded this year. They got more berries on than they ever had.
Well, they're gonna produce better as the years go on. They're gonna produce better.
Yeah, the older they get. So I think that my oldest blueberry might be 4 years old now, and that's that tougher blue.
I think it's Miss Baker. She said them trees look good. How long you had them trees out there? Over 20 years old.
Some people say you got to replace your blueberries about every 5, 6 years, something like that. I don't think so.
Oh yeah.
You keep them pruned and you take care of them. I think they'll be all right.
You could have fooled me. I started to cut all them down one day because I thought it was just weeds.
Blueberries are nice and cheap.
I thought they were just weeds, man. I went out there with my hedger. I was getting ready to cut them all down. Man, I saw blueberries on there. Came back in the house. I ain't never touch them again.
Blueberries are nice and cheap.
Yeah.
I think I'll just buy some cuttings. I know them sugar cane jujubes, man. They are growing like crazy too, boy. And I can't wait till a couple more years so I can get me some of them. See what them taste like.
The stuff I got from TG, the what's the fig?
Because you told me to the Violet de Bordeaux.
Say again.
Violet de Bordeaux.
No, it's not violet.
He said you told him to, J3.
Huh? Told him to put it right in the ground.
Yeah.
You sure I told you broke? Leave them blueberries alone, CC.
I just prune off anything dead and anything crossed.
Yeah. Anything dead is it. But other than that, leave them blueberries alone. They're gonna take off. I don't even touch my blueberries.
Jams and countless hands of people. That's right.
I do not even touch my blueberries other than when I'm grabbing blueberries off there. perennial fruit bushes and trees take forever in New York to produce nice. Well, up in New York, I know about Albany, New York. You going when you buy the
Chicago.
like apple and pear, you need to try to get it at least 2 years old. That's up in Albany where I used to live.
Yeah.
A few people would get trees from Home Depot and Lowe's. You need to make sure it's at least 2 years old.
The New Jersey and New York supposed to be the place for blueberries. They said they grow great up in there. New Jersey and New York.
I don't know. The only thing I can attest to in New York is apples.
Happy
You
Max
can,
said was it Chicago Harder or Brown Turkey.
no, it's not one of them. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Had my first Colorado orange. I was so disappointed with the taste. Sour, sour, sour. Any small like a kumquat tastes like a lemon. Yeah, they sour. They sour. They mainly used for cooking and preserves and stuff
You
like that.
use for
Most of them new stoves. Thanks for coming.
do it for use it for cooking, preserves, and make Kool-Aid with it.
Yeah,
That's the best thing to do with it. Calamundi, that's the best thing to do.
yeah, they sour, sour. That's a trifoliate orange mixed with something, some
Yeah.
type of orange mix.
I kind of trick my family. They come up
I
and
think
they
it's
start
trifoliate.
eating all my little oranges and stuff off the tree, and they just start. They act like they ain't got no sense to stop. So I start telling them, I say, yeah, they are right in front of the house. They are right in front of the house. Man, they start eating them calamari.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
don't want
yeah,
too many
it's good,
more of them.
it's good, it's good. But they don't touch it no more. They
I
get
can't
two or
wait
three
to
of
get
them. They won't touch
little
it no more.
trifoliate orange up good enough so it can be fruity. I can get some of them oval shaped looking lemons. I'll
Oh,
make me some lemonade out of them. I'll use for something.
I got some. I got some little oranges out there. I hope they do something.
My brown
Here,
celeste summer and Morris blood orange, they growing like crazy.
I got to get me one of them.
Brown celeste Satsuma.
Blood orange.
Blood. Yeah. I think I got both from Madison. I don't think I paid that much. I want to say about 25 bucks.
Let me see. The goji berry.
See, I never thought about getting them because I heard they just like tomatoes.
The goji.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out though.
I heard they
I
taste.
learned now whenever I buy a fruit tree, I buy two. Regardless, I buy two.
About two.
hmm The purple LSU purple.
LSU purple. Yeah,
Yeah,
the beast. That's what I call it. Them things grow like crazy. I'm
yeah.
telling you, they grow like crazy. Usually, well, the first year it grew like crazy. It produced fig the first year, but it wasn't. It was late in the season. They didn't ripen before the end of the season.
Right.
Second year it produced, I think, maybe a handful off of it. Third year, you got a lot.
Uh, she mailed it on Thursday. I got it on Friday. It was late, so I just took it out the box and put them in some water. And I came back and looked at them fellas again.
Food from nutrition.
Oh, they looked like they were dead. I said, no problem. Put them in the dirt and everything. The figs are coming back okay, but the goji and what's in that green apple soursop.
Soursop.
Yeah, the soursop and the
That's a
goji.
good. That's a good one for cancer.
Right,
Soursop.
the goji and the soursop looking pitiful right now, but I put
Rotate
them all in the dirt.
it. Soup and nutrition.
Right.
What about the LSU Go? I just got one last year. I think I need to move it because then the other one's just growing up so fast. It's blocking out the sun for it. So I started a new fig row. So I think I'm gonna move mine over there. But the reason why I got that one because of Lead Farmer. The way he showed his, man, oh my God, it had them big old sweet figs on it, man. And I ain't never tasted one of them. So I was like I gotta get me one. So I got me one. So I'm
Hey,
hoping maybe if I move it this year, maybe next year I get to taste something. Homesteader Rachel, thanks for coming.
I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it.
You have a
I ain't gonna
south
do
stop on the way. I'm gonna get me one. You know, I said I don't want too much more stuff
it.
in containers, but for all the beneficial that South Top offers, I gotta have one. Just like guava.
Uh,
Guava is good for diabetes. Them leaves,
Miss Ra-
guava for the teeth.
Miss Rachel, you got something coming your way.
My
I,
LSU
I,
purple hasn't produced anything yet. I put it in the ground 2 months ago. Yeah,
I get it in the
it's probably
uh,
just shock right now.
Miss Rachel. I get this in the mail Tuesday or Wednesday. I got something coming your way. Leaf on it.
What,
It's alive though.
what
Yeah.
zone are you in?
Hello, Miss Shirley.
You
You
ain't
ain't
right.
right, day three.
I wish I could grow.
Miss JK, how you know what?
I have to settle for rhubarb. Let me try rhubarb.
JK, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
It's in zone 8 and it still ain't grew yet. Is it in a pot, a container, or is it in the ground? My Renaissance grandma,
My Renaissance grandma, how you
03,
doing?
1964. My Tennessee family. How you doing today?
Don't worry, my Renaissance, it'll come back. Cause mine came on Friday. Mine didn't go in the dirt till Saturday, but they were looking pitiful. And when I go to Lowe's and I get the plants, I tell the folks, this thing is dead. What kind of dead price you gonna give me? When they give me less than half, I take it, bring it back home, and I heal it.
Say yours is in a pot. Might want to check it. It might be a little bit root bound. Depends on how big the pot is. Well, you know, figs, they grow fast, man.
Right, right.
Fig roots grow fast and they grow huge.
Yes. That's one of the problems I had when I was putting the purple in. The
Mm,
roots on them were so big, I just stuff them down in there. I wanted to spread them, but I put them in a was it 15 gallon pot?
yeah.
Is it 10 or 15? I put it in, and I get tired of trying to spread them. I just stuffed them down there, pile of dirt on it.
That like root rot. I got my pineapple guavas in the ground. Trying to get
See,
my
always
blueberries and
a
bushes
shop for the
together for
right
2 minute
price.
project. Be great.
What you mean, Happy Matt?
I know it. You just gonna have to pick a day and focus on this, and the next day focus on this. But we get so busy as gardeners, especially if you got a lot. If you got a
Right.
lot, like most of us do, you gotta
Yeah.
focus on little small areas at a time. If
Right.
not, you're gonna wear yourself out, man. Just like today. Today I'll focus on cutting back my comfrey, starting super juice, and adding comfrey around drop and drop and adding it to my compost pile. That's what I focused on today.
Well, I'm trying to do a catch up because my wife she went down in April, and I've been staying in the house majority of the time. I got cattle panels out there that's laying on the ground, and the grass done grew all through them, and it's hard for me to pick it up by myself. So I got to find my handyman. Hey, let's get to work. One good thing is my grass in the front was about a knee high, and my son said, "Don't, Daddy, don't cut it, don't cut it, don't cut it." So he came today. He cut it. He high cut it and everything. He said he want to make it into a golf course.
Mm.
He's gonna do it like a golf course lawn.
David Corr said that cactus soil for soursop. So soursop they like acidic soil too. So you can use that cactus soil mix or rhododendron and azalea mix. That's another good mix for acidic soil. For acidic
I
stuff that love acidic soil.
I really didn't. I left the paper outside. I said I was going to study up on the soursop because I just wanted to get in some dirt and everything. So that's why I put it. This mixture I got out there is sheep poop, goat poop, and that's it. I got all that mixed up in there, and hey, I can't complain. The mulberry trees I put in there,
Mm-hmm.
the ones I put in the pot, them fellas, they went crazy.
Homestead Rachel said that the south socks take direct sunlight.
I believe it do.
I said if you just newly potted it, maybe put it in the shade for a while,
Yeah, yeah.
or if it's been out in the house.
All right, location I got it in. It'll get the morning
Like,
sun.
meanwhile, lost all.
Afternoon, it'll be shaded.
Yeah, my pineapple guava lose all its leaves in the winter too. There ain't no evergreen here.
A bag Chicago and York fig from Wally this year both have fruit. Okay. Don't think direct sun is the whole day. Well, I don't know how much sun the soursop is supposed to get, but it'll get the morning sun. Noon, it'll be covered by the trees.
I don't think direct sun the whole day. Yeah,
So put the
I
blueberries in cactus soil.
so put the blueberries in cactus soil. Cactus soil. It got cactus and citrus is what we got down here. It's what we got down here. Cactus and citrus, or if you can find that rhododendron and azalea mix. That's a good acidic soil mix.
You got any pine trees where you at, Country Hustle?
You got pine trees where it's been falling for a long time. Yeah, plant it right there.
Yeah, just take the pine needles. Wherever you plant your blueberries, load it up with pine needles and throw your coffee grinds out there every now and then. That's all you need. That's all. These trees over here, that's all they get is pine needles and coffee grounds every now and then. You can spray with Hugh Berry. I don't know what Hugh Berry is. Yeah, he got some good blueberries. He used chemicals. I don't.
I don't got away from you. Well, I do. I still use Hollytone because I got a big old bag of it like 3 years ago. So I still use that, and I got aluminum sulfite
Right.
for when I first moved my blueberries there, just to get my roller established good. And it's supposed to be organic.
I
So
got
we is
Hugh is milk.
that's why I
Okay.
thought you meant.
I got that stuff out there too. It's been in the shed all these years. That when I came to this house, I brought it from the prison with me, and I would use it on the ground probably once or twice, and I couldn't see throwing all that stuff down there, so it's been sitting in the shed all this time.
Yeah.
What I gotta stop, David? What I gotta stop?
Like a little soil. So for your blueberries, is he planting blueberries? He planting them in ground or in the container?
I'm not. He didn't say. If I need to email you my phone number. I need to talk to you. Not a problem. Crop use can use when we would grow out peat moss. Can you get rid of
Oh, I
Japanese
didn't know that.
beans? Good. I learned to
Japanese beetles for good, or learn to live with them. Learn to live with them.
learn to live with them.
You know, they say you put down milky spores for 3 years, you're supposed to knock them out. In which I gotta say, I used it for 3 years, and it don't get as bad as it used to. But if everybody in your neighborhood ain't using it, and you still gonna get them, especially if you got food that's gonna attract them. And for me, it's my Nat King cherries, my grapevine, and my cherry bushes. That's what they be on mostly, and the raspberries. So I mean, if you growing stuff like that, they're gonna naturally come. I don't think you can put it down for how many ever years they tell you. I don't think you ever gonna stop them. You just gotta learn to cover stuff that they come for. Whatever you notice them come for, is what you're gonna have to cover. I just covered my grapevines with netting, with insect netting, because I found a June bug on it today. Already, it ain't even June yet.
Yeah. Be a love light at night.
That's what's traction. Yeah, you can't. I don't think you can get rid of June bugs forever. Them things just they always gonna be here.
My thing is you need to learn to get along with the pests, the animals, and everything. Yeah, the deers did me bad. My loquat I had out in the field, they ate the leaves. They ate it down to the nub, and then it died. But
June bugs trying to show up in May. I seen a little bitty one today. No, see, but I ain't dealing. I ain't learning to deal with. I'm gonna learn to get rid of. But I'm gonna learn this. I'm gonna get rid of.
hey, I understand. I understand.
They better
With,
not catch me slipping, boy, because I get rid of them. They've been in the
hey,
freezer somewhere else, some compost.
hey, with the deer, yeah, go ahead and do your business. Do your business.
Deer,
Well, all them little
rabbit, squirrel, possum, raccoon, groundhog, uh, armadillo. But no, I better not catch them over slipping.
I think I'm gonna have a problem with some possums because I see a lot of holes out there.
Mm.
I want,
Armadillos done got bad here, man. They dig these big old holes. They dig up your whole yard in one night. You go to sleep, wake up the next day, your whole yard is destroyed. I mean, it's just big holes everywhere. Big enough your dog fall in and break something.
they're supposed to be putting a park behind me, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna talk to somebody. They got somebody dumped a whole bunch of pine trees over there,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to talk to them. Hopefully, I can get it whenever they grind it up. I can get them to put it on my property.
Oh yeah.
Then I'll
You
go
throw
rent
all
me a
that
big
around your blueberries. Them blueberries will be happy for years.
yeah. I rent me a backhoe, and I go ahead and start filling up the garden and everything.
I saw California quail in my front yard for the first time.
California quail.
I bet you'll be delicious, boy. Quail and biscuit. Oh my god. Quail and
Hey,
biscuit.
ain't
Man,
nobody
that
chicken.
sounds
Ain't nobody
delicious.
chicken.
That sounds delicious. I'll be sitting around just sniping them off, boy.
Ain't nothing to eat but the breast. That's
Good.
it.
And quail and biscuit, boy. Ooh, that sound. Don't that sound delicious? That sound finger licking, boy. I'm telling you, that sound finger licking. Quail and biscuit, boy. Ooh. I don't know if California quail different from the ones we got from here, but I know quail is delicious. Pheasant too.
Yeah.
I don't ever see no people, too many people go feather hunting no more like it used to when we was kids. When we was kids, we went all the time. That ain't quail hunting.
Yeah, truthfully speaking, you don't.
We still have a season for it, but don't nobody do it around here no more. Like, people don't have dogs like that. But if you just walking, you gonna walk them up, especially going the right place. What's going on,
Learn
bro?
to grow
The
your
road my
own. What's
phone.
up?
How you doing today? How
Change
you
his logo, didn't he? Yeah.
I've been off since Friday, man. Been
What?
off since Friday. It has rained non-stop until today. I mean,
Hey,
yesterday it rained most of the morning, and then we had like 4 or 5 hours in the afternoon was good, and then it just flooded, it opened the gates again.
you had to pull him out and start over. Uh,
Mm.
Sylvia, I'm gonna give you an old remedy that my grandmother used to do. Just take regular house flour and sprinkle it on them vegetables. That's it. I had a lot of catnip in my bed. And Japanese beetle problem. What'd you say? Yes, ma'am.
Catnip might deter them. I'm gonna have to start trying that. That's what's so good about having a community like this. You learn so much from different
That's
people.
right. Some everybody tried different things on different things, and
Yeah.
hey, somebody can help you. I'm good relocating in Maryland. I'll be posting soon again. All right.
Well, there's a few people I hadn't seen in a while, man. I can't even think of the channel name no more. Your weekend gardener.
Hey, Weekend Gardener.
Birds in my backyard help me save my new trees from the cicadas.
Yeah, cicadas. Yeah.
Yeah, catnip, and they still have beetles. Mm. Well, yeah, I hadn't seen too much of none that deters them Japanese beetles. You know, they come in if you got fruit on your trees, like if you got, like for me, my Nat King cherries, my cherry bush, and my cherry trees, and my grapes, and my raspberries. If you got fruit on them, and then they start eating all your leaves, you're gonna start losing a lot of fruit, and your plant's gonna suffer from it. So it's best to just go ahead and cover them with that insect net. Where's the deep fried squirrel? Or I thought my dog was gonna get one earlier today. She almost caught a slip. She almost had one. She didn't get it.
Hey, the dog would have had it, not you.
I should have brung it to me. Should have brung it to me. Free rat.
Tree rat. Yeah.
I
I
don't.
haven't had too many problems with squirrels
I had.
this year. Was it in 2020? I put the trap out, killing them left and right. 21, 22, I didn't see much squirrels, but they did take my Asian pear.
Mm,
Now I got another pear tree out here, and I got over 20 pears on it. I'm gonna see if I get any.
I think for most of us, without fruit trees and stuff, if we just a small family, you don't want your trees to go large anyway. Keep it cut low enough so you can just cover with some insect netting, so you can keep the squirrels and stuff off of it.
Yeah, I was thinking about going out there and top it off.
Yeah,
I
I got
was,
mine, man. All this rain, my trees is growing like crazy, dude.
yeah,
You know, I try to keep mine about 6.5, 7 foot. Most of my trees about 13, 14 foot tall.
yeah, I was thinking about gouchy, and I said I'm debating whether I take it and tie it and pull it down to let it grow, or whether I just take and cut the top out and let it grow out.
Yeah, I gotta open the center back up on my peach trees because boy, they growing like crazy. My apple trees, most of them I gotta head back. Keep for Paris, that thing about 16 foot long. I'm gonna have to get the ladder.
Cut it off and or try to root it again at the top.
I could. That's what I need to do anyway because I don't have no extra of my peach trees or my apple trees. So I need to start doing some more airline.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pruning anyway, and it's so hard to root them cutting from these trees, boy. As far as your peach and your apple trees, I hadn't had too much success trying to root them.
Well, my pear tree was doing good. Apparently, it was doing too good. The wife turned the heat. It was cold, and the wife turned the heat on. She cooked everything I had sitting up on the dresser.
Mm. Bros ate 2 of my sunflowers and 1 of my corn. These dirty thieves. Oh, and my nectarine. Oh my God, they eating the nectarine.
Be glad they ain't playing with your watermelons, man.
America robbers are waiting around in the cherry tree now. Oh man, you better cover it.
They're going.
If these squirrels eat my sunflowers, they are going on a plate. Yes, sir. Put them in some gravy, sop them up with a biscuit. What Dave needs to do, he needs to get him some of them squirrels.
You know, David ain't no country boy. Let me be quiet for his sidekick jump on me again.
Who's the sidekick? CC?
Yeah. That CC is his left hand man, not the right hand, his left hand man.
You grilling? Man, mail me a burger or something. Mail me one. I love the grilled burger. I don't care if I'm grilling. I can be grilling steak, brisket, whatever. I gotta have burger. A burger on the grill is my favorite thing in the world. A grilled burger. Well, my grilled burger. I don't know. I don't like everybody's grilled burger, but my grilled burger on the grill. Oh, that's my favorite meal.
Sure. My
I
wife,
can,
she
I
took
can, I can throw a steak away and eat that burger.
my wife, she said, you gonna barbecue? I said, I didn't intend to, but if I did, I
Steak.
put the turkey legs out there on the grill, and it was after 12 o'clock. I said, no, I need. If I do the turkey, they need to be on the grill by 8 o'clock.
He said Texas twin. He said, don't we look alike, J3? You talking about him and CC.
Shit, you wish you had a body like that. You better think PIA. She done hook you up big time with the body you get on that picture.
You need some Texas barbecue best in the world. I don't know. I like my Tennessee barbecue.
I think Texas.
But all fairness, I ain't never had Texas barbecue.
I think Texas is more vinegar based ribs and stuff. They're
David said you hating J3.
hating about what? Just because y'all barbecue sauce got more vinegar than sauce in it?
He said Texas better. You know about that. I like my Tennessee. Food Forest Prima Culture. Thanks for coming.
What's up, food
like
for?
I said, all fairness, I hadn't had Texas barbecue. I had so many people say it's Texas barbecue, but you know, I don't consider Texas barbecue unless I'm in Texas eating barbecue. So, you can say what all day long what it is, but until I'm in that state actually eating that, I don't consider it real Texas barbecue.
They know that David, y'all know y'all got that vinegar based barbecue sauce. You wash it in vinegar. You put barbecue sauce with
You
vinegar
wash
in
what
there.
in vinegar? You wash the meat in vinegar?
You
You
know how
wash
them
the
Texas is.
I don't know. I don't know if I want no meat that's been washed in vinegar. What are you washing it in vinegar for? What's that supposed to do? Strip all the taste out of it?
I don't know. You got to ask them folks in Texas.
Never seen that. He said he never seen that.
You need to ask a real Texan.
He need to ask a real Texan. He ain't no real Texan.
Hey,
He trying to say David is an imposter.
he got to be.
He's
Him
really
and
in Georgia.
him and CC twins. He got to be imposter.
Oh, okay. No, vinegar will clean.
Yeah, it does clean.
It does. But only strips some of the flavor out of it. So blessed.
No.
How you
You're
doing
just washing it with it. That's all. So blessed. What's up? How you doing? David should have been somewhere in the bed sleep. He stayed up all night last night.
Who, David?
Mm-hmm.
Or on Tampa's live?
No, not Tampa. The Sugar Shack.
The Sugar Shack.
Yeah. They ain't go to bed till 4 or 5 this morning.
Anyone uses ketchup as the base of their barbecue sauce equals hack.
You're right. I used to try to make my own barbecue sauce, but now I just stick with Baby Ray's. I just spice it up a little bit.
Spice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't too much. I just use what I buy from the store. I don't make my own. When I could, I guess.
Yeah, I used to make my own, but I done got tired of that stuff.
Boy, don't be using. I don't like making my own hot sauce, boy. That stuff gets too hot.
Yeah.
It ain't the same. It's different. Woo.
I went to New York in 2015 for a barbecue challenge. I'm the only one that was ready. No, they ain't had no grill. They ain't had no meat. They ain't had nothing. How y'all gonna have me come from the South?
This ain't got no grill, no meat, no nothing.
How you gonna have me come from the South Got all my food in the vehicle and everything. Got a grill, and y'all ain't even ready.
Sylvia says Sweet Baby Ray's is the truth.
Yeah, they nice. They nice.
It's pretty good.
I used to make my own. I used to make my own stuff until my wife she came home with some Sweet Baby Ray. Hey, she got to take the credit for that.
It's like forget making that again. I don't know. You can. I kind of like try to make my own because you can put in whatever you want, tweak it how you want.
Right.
It's fun to experiment. Sometimes we make stuff better than Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yeah. Use brown sugar, not white sugar. Yeah.
Yeah. I always use brown sugar, especially when I make my baked beans with brown sugar.
Now, I go to a restaurant and you order baked beans. You can tell straight off the bat whether they use brown sugar or white sugar. Man,
How
this
you
is
make your baked beans? I know most people make theirs different. How you make yours?
oh man. Put me some onions in there.
Oh,
Yeah, boy. Gotta have onions in there.
Why you gonna put devil balls in there? Oh, yeah, ruin the beans.
We have onions, ground beef.
Yeah, I like it ground beef.
Brown sugar. I've done a few other little seasonings.
I know I use brown sugar, hamburger meat. Gotta have my mustard in there, some ketchup, and I like sweet relish in mine too.
No.
I do. I love sweet relish. Onion overloaded. Oh, I don't want no onions in my baked beans.
Man, please. I made some Chinese food last week. I put 2 onions in there. I got them big onions. I chopped up 2 of them and throw it in there.
I see you eating that onion, using that onion for bread on that turkey bread.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Yeah. And so I challenge you, no sir, never.
Hey, you the only one said something. The other 2 folk ain't said nothing.
Onions, bell peppers, brown sugar, honey, mustard, and ground beef. That's what my mom.
That's about it.
That's why I never ate them.
I offered hands in the dirt $50, then $100 to eat an onion. He wouldn't do it.
You trying to make us commit suicide? I have to do baked beans. Sounds easy. Chuck ingredients into the pan, drop it in the oven. Done. I almost homesteaded with Janet. Thanks for coming.
Hey, Janet, how you doing?
We'll be sharing baked bean recipes now. We were talking about leaf compost, the benefits of making leaf compost over manure.
Well, we can go back to that too, because I got some I got 2 18-wheeler tires. I got 4 tires my son had on his truck. They the skinny tires. I took and set them out, and then my grandson picked them up because he thought I'd just throw them out on the ground. He's picked them up and stacked them back up, but I'm gonna put them back out there. Those are going to be strictly for my ground cherries. I'm gonna put some more strawberries and stuff in there, and there 1, 2, 3. There's about 6 tires, and I'm gonna put them strategically out in the yard. And hey, you could go any place in the yard and get a little something to eat.
That's what's up. Mustard, ketchup, brown sugar, garlic powder, onion powder, ground black pepper, apple cider vinegar make good sauce. Oh,
That's it.
We're giving up all the ingredients.
Yeah.
You can keep them devil balls though.
You got it all on there. Nah, man, you got to add onions.
Well, that's powder.
Well, just for you, we'll use powdered onions. All right.
Yeah, it's powder. It might be too big. That apple cider vinegar should hide most of that. That's
you ain't putting it in there to taste the vinegar. You're just putting a dab in there. That's all.
No, we put more than a dab. We putting onions in there.
Hold on, let me see. Brown beef, pepper. I think he's making a barbecue sauce.
Yeah, he's making the sauce.
Yeah. Baked beans with bacon, brown sugar, mustard, ketchup. I like onions in mine. Tell them again, Janet. I like onions in mine.
What is wrong with y'all? I don't understand it. You know, it's like I was saying about that onions. I think everybody in my family eat onions with me.
Now,
I swear.
I raised one of my nephews, and we used to go to church in another town, and the car is full with the kids and everything. And my son, the oldest one, he'll tell the little. He said, "You know that we'll stop at McDonald's." He said, "You know they got onions on it, right?" Instead of him taking a burger and check it or whatever, my son would tell him that got onions on it. He would not eat it. He would not eat it. So we'll drive all the way from Hinesville to here, and he just sitting there pouting because he's hungry. I said, you shouldn't have gave him the burger. I'm not stopping. I am not stopping.
I wouldn't eat it either.
Since when do McDonald's got onions on their burgers?
I don't know. I ain't ate at McDonald's in forever, but I know them McDoubles. I mean, what they be calling? What they call them?
Whoppers?
No,
No. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The double burger.
Yeah. They got onions on them. I think them cheeseburgers, they got onions on them.
One or two little slivers. You won't find a whole round onion in there. All they did is give you one or two little slivers.
That's enough to kill you. One or two slivers. That's enough to kill you. That's enough to get you up out of here. No, sir. I don't want no part of that.
You just had a bad time with onion, bro.
Yeah,
I can guarantee I'll cook an onion. You just taste it. I guarantee you'll finish it. I guarantee you'll finish it.
Ooh. I know we used to take the big baked potato, scoop some of that potato out, fill it with barbecue.
Yeah.
And then most people put chives and all that old crap over it. I just put the nacho cheese on top of mine. Oh my God, I meant some bacon bits on top of that. Oh my God, that's something delicious right there. That's some good eat.
Shoot, back in the day, dude used to he would be in his camper and he sell baked potatoes with barbecue sauce. Shredded barbecue in it. He'll bake the potato. They're decent size. Bust it open, fill it up with the shredded beef, barbecue sauce. $5. $5.
That's cheap. That's some good eating right there.
Well, this is back in the 90s.
Oh, 90. Now they're gonna call it $25, boy. That's $25.
At least $12.95.
Yeah. Stuff these days are expensive.
Make me sad because there's never any leftover.
Ain't no leftovers, boy.
You shouldn't be cooking so good, girl.
We cook so much food, boy. I always be eating our grilled food for 2-3 days after, boy.
Yeah, I used to do, especially I had all the people from the church come to my house, and I grilled and everything, and one of those other fellas, he was surprised. Man, they got sausages. I said, no, if you go to the store and buy, you can have sausages too.
I swear.
Yeah, they was expecting they were expecting hot dogs, but I didn't have hot dogs. I got the sausages, the beef sausage, and man, shoot, once he found out it was sausage, I think they ate about 5 each, and burgers. I said, oh, if it was hot, I should have got hot dogs. You probably just ate one.
I'm waiting for these blackberries to finish coming in, man, so I can get some. My wife to make me some of that mixed berry ice cream. Oh, that stuff is so good. We'll use gooseberries and Nat King cherries with it this year too, boy. Oh, no, it's gonna be awesome.
Shit, I got wild blackberries all over my yard.
And that rain, my biggest blackberry bush, it took a lot of damage from all that. But everything was washing over to it. It broke so many of the branches was up that had berries on them already. Lost about half of them. My small one, I covered it, so I might have to utilize them. But hold on for a minute. Let me let these dogs out right quick.
Go ahead. I picked mulberries today. Oh, that's a good thing, Janet. I got the mulberries out there on the bush too. I was picking them and eating them. I look up baked bean recipe. I have been pickling honeyberries.
Look at that. Pickling honeyberries?
Honeyberries.
Huh. I'm
I
about to
got
go
to get
outside.
somebody to the bushes.
I appreciate you coming.
All right, sis. Have a good one.
I'm probably gonna jump off here anyway. I need something to eat. Get these dogs fed before my wife gets home. I got
Hey,
a baked beans recipes, perfect midnight snack. I love baked beans with hamburger meat in it. It's just something
I
delicious
got
like that.
belly instead of the bag. Yeah, I got a lot. Yeah.
It's good with
That's
shrimp.
that's that's one of, that's one of the things I like having fruit trees in my backyard. Little small things you can just pick it and keep walking.
Oh yeah, it's amazing, man. When you put stuff in, you get it when it's small, and you wait till it grows up, and then when it start producing that first fruit, man, it's nothing better than that. You just so proud of that. It's just nothing
That's a
better than
fact.
that.
That's a fact.
Later, Earthling. I used to he say that all the time. That reminds me, I used to tell my granddaughter all the time. I said, when you go to school, you tell them Mars is our planet. Mars is our planet.
Hey,
She used to think I was crazy. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here, man. I appreciate you coming up.
all right, bro. You have a good one. Everybody in the chat, be blessed. I see you in these streets.
Yes, sir. It was fun getting on here talking to y'all like it always is. But yeah, just little things I thought some people should think about. Utilizing more of your fall leaves instead of worrying about buying so much synthetic. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Thank y'all for coming. Like I always say, it's God before you. Who could be against you? No one. Y'all have a blessed night.